Trent's wee. Oh, that was interesting. I've not missed that. I have missed that. Oh, how do you miss that? Oh no. No, 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 no. Yeah. If that's not on, I don't know what's on. It's not on. And that's... Oh. Right. Monday night match. Back at Collingham again. And it's a bit of a weird one at the minute. We've got some stretches of the Trent closed due to oxygen levels, but you know, this is an interesting topic to discuss as well. By all means, go in the comments. I think I know everyone's answer. The closed season, the outdated, awful law is no longer needed. It's just proven with all the concern about fish welfare that clubs have, they can make the right steps. So for example at Collingham we've been down here checking the saturated oxygen levels and there's no concerns at all because there's people who care about the fishing, and even tonight if we are catching some better fish, not just barbel, we're getting weighed straight away, not messing about. That's you know all you can ask for really in a club like this. So yeah, we'll talk a little bit later about the closed season, about what happens, and again looking after little tackle shops because a lot of them have closed. But tonight I'm just going to fish a little Camazon feeder. River's running off all night. Going to fish a 16's KKH to 019. And just get little bait going in little and often. I won my section not far away from here on opening day of the season, Monday, June 16th. It was meant to be the glorious 16th, it wasn't so, with a rogue bream, so we'll see. I expect to see a lot of the pegs up there again catch barbel, where they've been coming from, but yeah, that lane's way too long. Let's get rid of that. Ow. Yep. It's not as pacey here, it's quite slow on the inside. But yeah, just try this. Nice start to a relaxing week. We've now got 3 of our Lincoln junior anglers, I say junior, they're intermediate anglers that can safely look after themselves on the Trent and very independent anglers of their own right. And then last week, I didn't bring my recording equipment, and I'll put a little video on now to show you why, because the conditions were less than ideal. But yeah, the young lads took a couple of points off me, unfortunately. So for anyone who knows anything about the closed season, it's a period of time where you can't fish rivers for coarse fish between March 16th and then reopens again on June 16th. Commonly referred to the glorious 16th, but this year it wasn't so glorious. It's been a real slow start. But there's so many factors that have changed when that closed season should be, shouldn't be. And again, a lot of people have been putting it down to sole clubs to have that responsibility, which I'm pleased to see a lot of clubs have put that responsibility in at the minute with low water, low oxygen. And again, other clubs that have kept open are monitoring that and telling people why they're not shutting it. So for example, Collingham, where we are tonight, is hosting a Riverfest on Wednesday. At the minute the oxygen saturation's good. Peterborough District, they're monitoring there, and there's nothing wrong with their water. So why do we listen when rivers are probably at their prime to an outdated law? If anyone's against the closed season, they'll probably see one of the best advocates for angling at the minute is Dave Arrell, and he's put quite a couple of posts on today advocating for people to think, reconsider, which I think is really, really important. And he's just put on about an hour ago about catch shots. Again, we all know what a double figure barbel looks like. We all know what 20 pounder silvers look like. Do we need to do it? And equally tonight, if anyone catches a barbel, we're putting them straight back at Collingham. Not because there's anything wrong with the saturation levels, that's just what we're doing as a club moving forward, to look after them fish. Them fish take ages and ages to grow to the size where we all want to catch them. So why not look after them? Yeah, I really appreciate your guys' thoughts on this closed season, and again, throw a debate up and hopefully can debate it more whilst we're catching one of these lovely River Trent fishies. Let's look at pros. Some people like the closed season. Some people think it gives the fish chance to spawn, time to rest. Some people think it takes nature time to repair the banks and everything else. And some clubs where it's lucky, there's people who do working parties that can repair bits of the river, not impeding on people pleasure fishing, match fishing, whatever type of fishing they want to be doing. And now, like, the more common con side of it is there's not as much footfall on the river, so you don't know what's happening. Like chemical spills, people poaching, people abusing the river, people fishing when they're not meant to be, even though you wouldn't know it really unless you're an avid angler that is a rule. We're so at the limit of what the weather and everything's doing. It even comes down to bait. So I know this week the Feeder Masters Super League and the Feeder Masters individual qualifiers been cancelled at Burton Joyce because again they've got that low oxygen levels, and that's good, the club's doing the right thing. But just thinking of tackle shops, people who've spent money on bait, people who've even took annual leave to fish that. You know, they can't help things like that. And again, we're all at mercy to the weather conditions, but when that closed season's in place, it doesn't help, because between March and June, you'd argue that's where the rivers are probably at their fittest. You know, we all quite have a nice couple of weeks in March, back end of it, on the rivers, especially the Trent round here, if it's a little bit more mild. But yeah, I would love to see the river season abolished just for the local tackle shops as well, that rely on people who want to fish rivers, because there's so many different populations of people fishing. You can't cater for everyone just with having one straightforward set of rules. You've got to be able to look after everyone and what they want to do, you know, to enjoy this sport that's the most competed sport in the UK. Tell you what, the most competed sport for me at the minute is squinting at my tip. Like, no matter where you put this tip, that sun's going to be a problem. They're doing it to me again, folks, these bloody junior anglers. The way the points work for this, it's the top 10 weights for the night get points, and then you get obviously the financial payout of sections. But one of the juniors has had a barbel. I mean, another junior, he's not blanking like the vast majority of us. So I think he'll actually be in the top 10 with what looks like the tiniest dace in the world. Yeah, I'm not missing that one. Oh no, what did I say? Oh, get off it. Get out of the way. Don't be a hero. Get out of the way of Mr. Pike. There we go. That's better. That is better. Oh. Boom. So, just had to thread a caster all the way up the hook, and we're winning. A lot of the old boys on here anyway only fished double caster on a size 16 for the barbel, so. And I don't feel like I'm undergun for a bait, and definitely not with a KKH. The hooks are so strong. I mean, landed my PB on a size 14. And just, you know, the gauge of the wire, the hook's what matters. 3 up. Got a bit of a ED, have we? The feeder rest. And if any of you are wondering what ED is, you're obviously not old enough. A lot of you will know straight away what I meant. That might have been too close. It also might have been perfect. Got a theme with this at the minute on the river. Thinking I'm chucking too far, I'm not. You horrible little shitbags. Right. Let's put a couple of pounds of them together because they're every fish. Can see him battering the feeder. That's better. Come here, love. So, plenty of the maggot on the hook. Loads of point exposed. But cannot believe how different the river is tonight than what I've told Chris and Kev for Wednesday on the River Fest on here. I mean, to qualify for your zone, you're going to want barbel, but I've put this off a very long time. But I'm just putting a size 16 pole special on, so God help me if I hook a barbel with that. I think is the way we'll be going. But my only problem, to be honest, might be actually amount of bait I've got, or more to the point, a lack of bait that I've got. Do you know how much I'm casting, so I'm going to put a smaller feeder on as well. Still getting bites. Jesus Christ. Picked these up the other day, little dinky 40-gram black caps. Wow. Hopefully it's 10 gram light, hopefully it doesn't roll. Probably my caster gone. No. Ah, this could be what they are. Very small little deers. Now we're getting into a rhythm. That ringer bloke might be right, you know, that whole specials might be good fish. Good hooks for every scenario with maggots. Oh. The real question is, would I be doing this if I was in a Riverfest qualifier on Wednesday? I don't think I would. I think I'd be sat trying to swim for barbel. These Monday night matches, it's just like little clubby, like a tenner to go in them. You know, it's here or there if you win or whatever, it's just a nice day's fishing. So, I don't mind. I'd rather use my bait hook that's been sat in the fridge. It's a good job she didn't want to drink a Lucasade earlier, because that's what my casters are in. Boom. Now we're in a rhythm. Feel the rhythm, feel the dance. Can't remember the rest of Cool Running's dance. Ooh. Bit overkill as well, using a 14-foot rod for this. Oh dear. Spleet time. It's a whip fish, not a feeder fish, that. What are you doing on that? I've got a bite the first chuck, a bit further out. Got a bite that chuck, missed it. Absolutely spangled the maggots. Right. Maggot deep hooked. I mean, I really hope I hear a clutch screaming for someone, but equally, I do not wish to hear a clutch screaming for anyone. Unless they do well enough to frame in the entire match. I've had 13 little fish and 1 million lost fish. What, in this section? Is that it? Yeah. Dear me. Yeah. Panic then when I got this. Got that savage of a bite. That it was going to be a barbel or a chub. So, I'm sorry you've witnessed me press record for a little days. Proper bang and kept going. Oh dear me. What have we got now? We've had 15 fish. It's 9:05. We're meant to be only fishing till 1:15 because of light. But actually, the light's pretty good, but you say that whilst you're fishing, and then you've got to clamber up these banks. The light soon goes bad. Leave them, they're not proper bites. They're fish hitting the feeder or busting the end of the maggot. Unless that's a little fish tethered to it. Nope. Bait's fine. Oh dear me. Fastly running out of bait. Fastly? Quickly? Bloody hell. Good English, wasn't it? Oh dear me. I don't know why I put that behind my head like I was going to give it bigger and send it miles. The irony that I took a 12-foot rod out of my bag with braid on and set up perfectly for this out Burton Joyce is hilarious, and also my oh come on, my stick setup that we were showing the juniors on the diet the other day with, travelling light and all that rubbish. Does wind you up sometimes when you think, yeah, I'll just have a nice little day, almost pleasuring, and everything changes. But that's how dynamic fishing is, and that's equally one of the things I love about it. Went in like an house brick, Manty, that did. That's what that ace did before, which is why I panicked and thought it was something it wasn't. To just help the illusion, this is another one. Right. It's going to have to be speedy fast, this. Section win with £2 of dace, a 2 bleak and a perch, but I've enjoyed that even though it's been quite hard fishing. Again, one of the juniors from the LJAA's turned up, took third in the match. I'm not bitter that they've done maybe 3 ounce, but amazing to see, supporting local juniors. And again, can't thank Collingham enough really. They're right behind it, and they're wanting to get more people and reinstate the junior matches that they used to do. So yeah, next match for me, I think we're not on the bank now to the UK champs, so well, we'll have to keep over. Let me know what you think about the close season, and if you would please subscribe, because I've actually got enough viewing hours on my channel to start earning a little bit more pennies, get some better equipment and make the filming a little bit better. I know that sounds really selfish, I don't like being pluggy, but it would mean a lot. But yeah, I think at the minute one of my videos, the best ever views, is 5,500 views. I mean, that's just fantastic for me. Really happy, and that feed the land side tray is doing my tits in, so I'm gonna go. Again, please look after fish in these conditions. Make sure if the club's water's shut, please abide by the rules. And again, if the club you're fishing has got the water open, see why they're still open. And again, Collingham, check the temperature of the water, check the oxygen levels, everything's fine. So again, good clubs, run matches. And again, they've got the Riverfest on here on Wednesday, and it was so highly complimented last year of how they ran it and the signage and everything. So yeah, see you later everyone. Ta-ra.